Good morning, students. Today we are going to start a new chapter in English Reader, Tom Whitewashing the Fence. It is a famous story written by Mark Twain, one of the most famous writer of 19th century. His stories are funny, witty, with a moral in between. So in this story, our main character is Tom Sawyer, an orphan who lives with his aunt Polly. So let's begin our story. It was a bright Saturday morning with birds chirping. Chirping means short notes of birds or the sound which birds make. All the children in the village were happy. Why? Because it was a holiday. As expected, Tom wanted to go swimming with his friends. But sadly, when Tom came out of the house with a white paint bucket and a brush in hand. And why? Because his Aunt Polly punished him to whitewash the fence. Fence means the barrier around the house which separates it from your other houses. And the fence was 9 feet high and 30 yards long. He so slowly started to whitewash the fence, but it was a very small mark. Soon Tom saw his friend Tim carrying a bucket. He was going to fetch some water from the village pump. Now Tom had an idea. Now what is that idea? He asked Jim to whitewash the fence while he brings water from the pump so that he can meet his friends in the village. Hearing this, Jim replied that Aunt Polly told him not to help Tom. Why? Because Tom is smart and he will use any way to get out of the work. So smart Tom realized that he will need to think out of the box. He made a deal with Jim that if he let him fetch the water, in return he will give him a marble. But Aunt Polly was close and she heard him. So can you guess what did Aunt Polly do? She hit him hard and Jim went on his way. So Tom started his work again and Aunt Polly went to the house satisfied. Now soon Tom stopped and thought of his treasure. It contained some marbles, pieces of strings and a few broken toys. He realized no one will whitewash the fence for these. So he need to come up with a better plan. So just as he was thinking this, he saw Ben Rogers coming. And suddenly he had an idea. He pretended not to see him and started to work harder than ever, like he was really enjoying his work. Ben was happily eating an apple and was in a playful mood. Watching Tom work hard, he was surprised. So he asked Tom whether he liked working. Is he not interested in playing out with his friends on a holiday? To which Tom replied, "No, it is really fun," and asked Ben whether he has ever whitewashed a fence. When Ben said no, he calmly went back to his work and paid no attention to Ben. It was his idea all along. So Ben couldn't control himself and he asked to whitewash a little. So see, Tom's plan worked. Now Ben wanted to try whitewashing. Tom, playing his part, said, "Not everyone can whitewash. It is a very difficult task, but it is also very interesting." So now Ben was tempted more than ever. And now he was literally begging Tom to let him whitewash the fence. Tom again told him no, and that Aunt Polly told him to do the work himself, and that not to make a mistake. So now Tom's idea really worked. Now Ben really wanted to whitewash the fence. Pretended to be unwilling or uninterested, he handed the brush to Ben, who worked harder and harder. While what was Tom doing? Tom sat eating Ben's apple. When Ben was done, other boys came along. At first they laughed, but soon out of curiosity they all started whitewashing and did their best work. So by the end of the day, Tom had 12 marbles, a tin soldier, a key, a dog's collar the handle of a knife, and 4 pieces of orange added to his treasure. And to top it all, a whitewashed fence with 3 coats of paint on it. So Tom discovered 2 laws that day. What was those 2 laws? First law was, if a man has to do something hard unwillingly or without his interest, then that becomes a work for him. Means if you are going to do a hard or difficult task and you don't want to do it, then it becomes really difficult. Second law was that if a man likes to do something hard willingly with interest, then that becomes fun. Means if you do the work given to you with interest, then that work doesn't stay work. It becomes a fun-filled task. So what's the moral of the story? Moral of the story is, use your wits or brain or logic to make difficult tasks easier for you. So read the chapter again. Okay.